Remember how in my last video I said I was going to show off how to use Omagatoki Strategize correctly? Well, after learning that a video like that literally doesn't exist, I was suddenly inspired to help people out. You're telling me people just kind of figured this out? That doesn't even make any sense. Omagatoki Strategize is the best Magasuhi skill in the entire game. It allows the player to pass turns and swap out demons without it counting as an actual turn. Meaning that in the best case scenario with the least amount of setup, you can attack 8 times in a row with the preferred demon. But what if I told you could turn that 8 into an infinity? I'm going to be showing you guys the most basic way to use this skill with 4 press turns and what demons you need to make this work. In order for you to be able to use Omagatoki Strategize, you need the Virtuous Order Periapt, which can be obtained from completing the quest Pixie on the Case found in the Fairy Village. Then, once you have any 2 demons of the neutral alignment in your party, you should be able to use it. I'll provide a link below to a list of all the demons that apply to this in the description. I already have a video on me using Strategize against Demi-Fiend, but I made a few mistakes that I want to correct and I ended up relying on another Magasuhi skill that I didn't necessarily need. So this time, I'm going to beat him solely with Strategize. I also set my difficulty to hard and I'm playing on Godboard mode to show you just how ridiculous this can get. If you want this strategy to work, you're going to need a Rahabaki. Normally when you use this skill and swap a demon out, they lose the Omagatoki effect, but since they were affected by Strategize, it doesn't count as a turn. However, thanks to Rahabaki's innate skill Affable Hospitality, he can pass the Omagatoki effect to anyone who swaps in, meaning that you now have infinite setup time. Now that you know how infinite Strategize works, let's put it into practice. For this strategy, you'll need the following demons: a Rahabaki, obviously, Horus, any demon that drains, blocks, or reflects physical, Gog-Magog, and one other neutral demon, Zizimil, Azazel, Belial, Amanozako, and Shiichir. The only demon you'll need to worry about in terms of build for this will be Gog-Magog, so I'll put my build up on screen now. As for Horus and the other neutral demon, make sure they either block, reflect, or drain physical. You should also put any of those affinities on your own character as well. I'd also recommend max attack on Gog when playing on hard or Godborn hard due to your damage being cut by 70%. Now, for the demonstration. You want to enter this fight with yourself going first, your second neutral demon going second, and Horus fourth. Once Demi-Fiend finishes his temper tantrum, your first move is going to be swapping out Horus with a Rahabaki. This will trigger Horus's innate skill, Eye of Horus, which gives the demon that they are swapped with the Pierce effect. And, as we all know by now, a Rahabaki loves sharing. So the more you give, the more you get. Now that a Rahabaki is in, it's time to strategize. Once Strategize is on, you want to continuously swap out Azazel, Belial, and Zizimil until everyone is at the absolute minimum in terms of attack, defense, and hit rate. Once you're at the very minimum, swap into Amanozako and her innate skill Heavenly Reversal will activate, causing everyone's stats on your side to flip. Next thing you want to do is swap Shiichir in second and Gog-Magog in third. Reason being that Shiichir's innate skill Helmsman allows for the accuracy of the demon that acts after Shiichir to be increased. On top of that maxed out accuracy and accuracy passive skills on Gog-Magog, he should never miss with Figment Slash. All you have to do now is just hit him and... yeah, that hurts a lot, and there's a reason for that too. You probably guessed it by now, but yes, it's due to Gog-Magog's innate skill, Vengeful Might. What this skill does is increases Gog's crit damage based on the number of weaknesses that you and your party has, including weaknesses to ailments. As for the Pierce effect being gone, getting it back is simple. Just swap out Gog, pass back to Bino, and swap Gog back in. Oh look, your Pierce is back, now hit him again. And if you keep this up, in about 5 or 6 turns, you'll have beaten Demi-Fiend. What I showed is just one way of using this skill. There's an even more insane way of using Strategize that outright breaks the game in terms of damage. I'll put a link to that video in the description. If you have any other ways of using Strategize that you want to see me break down, other Magasuhi skills that you want to see me showcase, or you feel like I missed something, leave a comment below. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta get back to farming and Metaphor so I can beat those dragons that cheat and don't play fair and are mean and ugly.